पहले आपने नाम सुना था कभी ओनली इसका?
हाँ, मैं 60 डेज प्रोग्राम का था मेंस के लिए।
Okay, okay. And how did you find the program?
The 60 days program, I was enrolled and I was writing answers also.
Okay,
So I wrote around 35 answers out of 60 days.
okay, okay. Different subjects.
Different subjects.
So was it helpful in answer writing in the real mains?
Yes.
Okay, that's very good.
That program is good. You should continue that program.
That program is
60
good?
days,
Okay.
Can I come in, sir? Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, good afternoon. Sit down, Prajnanan. So how do you feel this afternoon?
Yes, sir, I'm feeling good.
Very good?
Yes, sir.
You are already in Odisha Administrative Service.
Yes, sir.
And before that you were in Odisha Revenue Service.
Yes, sir.
Very good. And you appeared last year in the UPSC interview. How much marks did you get?
So I got 154.
154. Yes. So you have to this time plan for at least 180, 190.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
So tell me, now you are a student of chemistry and also geography. Now, chemicals are one of the most important causes of contamination and environmental degradation. Whether you take soil, whether you take water, whether you take air. So, how do we overcome this, and why do we still follow the discipline of chemistry despite all these dangers which we face?
Sorry, sir. Last question. I did not.
Why does chemistry still survive despite so many dangers it poses to the human survival?
Yes, sir. So in terms of this soil pollution, air pollution, in soil there are many chemicals which are important for the plants also, and some chemicals are harmful. So chemistry as a subject deals with both the positive aspects as well as negative aspects, and chemistry only gives solution to deal with the negative aspects of this pollution. So that's why, sir, chemistry is important in that.
That's the only reason, or there's something more than that?
So apart from this, sir, chemistry has multiple disciplines, and every discipline has some kind of utility, like physical chemistry, inorganic chemistry, and organic chemistry. So what we are seeing is the applied part of chemistry, that is to deal with pollution. So different technique like bioremediation is there, and different other chemicals are used to purify the soil and purify the air, sir.
So first you contaminate and then you find a solution to purify. Is that so?
No, sir. Yes, sir. Currently, that is the scenario, sir.
That is the scenario.
Yes,
first you contaminate the water and then you bring another chemical to purify that water.
Yes, sir.
Is that so?
So that is what going on, but we should try to prevent that pollution from its source also.
Okay. Our common future. Sir. Does it ring a bell in your brain somewhere?
Sir, our common future, I think it is in the 1992, that climate conference was there, the Rio conference. So this term comes from that. So this is related to sustainable development.
Or the conference comes from this term?
I think this is the report from which that conference comes.
Yeah.
So it is related to sustainable.
This is the name of that report.
Yes, sir.
Who presented that report? When was it presented?
Sir, as far as I remember, it was presented in 1970s.
No.
Sir, I am not sure.
Okay, so you prepare a little bit more on that. Now, cultural and natural significance, that is one of your areas. So can you tell me the cultural sites which are on the World Heritage List in Odisha?
Yes, sir. The Konark Sun Temple, that is the major UNESCO heritage site, and so the 𝐑𝐄𝐿 Caves, that is also one of the heritage sites.
Okay.
So these two are currently, and there are biodiversity heritage sites also. So 4 such sites are there. Recently this Dandakaranya area, that Gupteswar forest also became part of the UNESCO.
But that is different.
Yes, sir.
That is
culturally, sir, these two are
only these two.
Yes, sir.
In whole of Odisha.
So as far as I remember, these two are there.
Okay. Who puts these sites on the World Heritage list?
Sir, UNESCO puts it.
UNESCO puts it. Is there a particular committee or body or something else which does it?
So sorry, sir, I am not aware.
What is UNESCO? What does UNESCO stand for? Can you give me the full form of UNESCO?
Yes, sir. Sir, United Nations Education, Scientific and Scientific Cooperation, I think, sir, unable to recall.
Okay, you should know that. Now, Mayurbhanj, it has a large tribal population. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
There is a tribal university which has been set up by one individual in Odisha,
Yes, sir.
which is very well known. Do you know about that?
Yes, sir. He is current MP of Kandhamal district. So Achyut Samant, he has established this Kalinga Institute of Social Studies,
Yes.
KISS. So he is giving free education to over 25,000 tribal children.
Very good.
That is located in Bhubaneswar, sir.
Very good. Have you visited that place sometime?
Yes, sir. I have visited.
Okay. Now, the Chief Minister of Odisha seems to be a very popular man.
Yes, sir.
Despite all the votes, he keeps winning. Why?
Sir, I think people have a trust in him that he is doing good work for the state, and also because of his welfare schemes that are very popular across the states. Like in different sector, different schemes are there, so those are very popular. For example, in health sector, this Biju Swasthya Kalyan Yojana.
Okay.
He is also focusing on infrastructure like Biju Expressways, giving connectivity to different areas, and also this Omen SHG program, that is Mission Shakti, that is very popular. Already there are 70 lakhs Omen who are connected to that program. So in that way, he has a very popular support base, I think, sir.
Okay. Recently, the Jagannath temple has been, the corridor has been renovated.
Yes,
What is your view about that?
Yes, sir. Jagannath temple was one of the major pilgrimage site of Odisha and India, but it was congested for last many years, and that it was not the parikrama.
So, is it a good idea to renovate that
Yes, sir.
temple and create that corridor?
Yes, sir. It was the need of the hour also, because the population was increasing and encroachments were there nearby that. So it was a very good initiative to renovate that spot, and it will also attract more pilgrims
But
to that
don't you
place.
think this is against the, what you call concept of secularism, that the state should not get involved in religious sites?
Sir, in the Odisha state is involving in all the religions equally. Like as we have 95% Hindu population, and Hindu believes in that temple, so for 95 population, this thing is being done. Similarly, there are projects also like Chief Minister Special Assistance Program, which are being given to the mosques and churches also for renovation of those places.
Okay.
So as we have Hindu population majority, so we are seeing this.
So this is not only a religious shrine; it's also a heritage shrine.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You studied in the Baba Institute at Mumbai.
So that was our university. Our institute was in Bhubaneswar.
Acha, your institute was located in Bhubaneswar, but the name of the university,
Yes.
okay, was Baba University.
Yes.
Who was Dr. Homi Jahangir Baba?
Sir, Homi Bhabha was the father of Indian nuclear program, and he is a nuclear physicist. He was, and he was also the first chairman of the Atomic Energy Commission of India, and he was also the founder director of Tata Institute of Fundamental Research. Basically, he started this nuclear program in India.
Who was Vikram Sarabhai?
Sir, Bikram Sarabhai was also of the contemporary time of Homi Bhabha, but he has a greater role in terms of India's space program. So Bikram Sarabhai gave this satellite launching vehicle and worked towards that part.
And where is the Vikram Sarabhai Space Center?
Sir, Bikram Sarabhai Space Center in Sriharikota, sir.
No, that's called the Satish Dhawan Space Center.
Yes, sir. Bikram Sarabhai Space Center, sir. Sir, if I am not wrong, it is in Kerala, I think.
It is in Tumba, Kerala.
Yes.
Is it still functional?
I think, sir, yes. The rockets are not being launched from there, but some kind of researches are
The
going
rockets
on.
are still being launched from there.
Yes, sir.
The Rohini.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, Sriharikota and Tumba are all located in the southern states.
Yes, sir.
Is there any particular reason why these launch centers are located in the southern states of India?
So because I think it is because of the geographic location. So when we launch a rocket, it should go over the ocean or which are less populated area, because there is a risk of falling down and creating issue to the population.
So
So
what is the scientific basis apart from that?
also
That's
the
for the
southern
safety.
part is closer to the equator.
So?
in equator the gravity is low compared to the polar region, as Earth's shape is like that. So that may be a reason we need less fuel comparatively.
Now, 𝐂𝐿𝐻, Mayurbhanj, all these areas are located in a forest which is called as the, what is the name of the forest?
So Simlipal,
So originally it used to be called as the Dandakaranya,
so Dandakaranya is southern part of Odisha, the Koraput part.
southern part, and 𝐂𝐿𝐻 is also part of
Kshankar
Dandakaranya,
is the northern part.
northern part.
Yes.
Okay, so it doesn't come under the Dandakaranya.
No, sir.
But since you must have gone to Dandakaranya,
Yes, sir.
what in Dandakaranya have you seen?
So Dandakaranya, some part of it is located in the Bastar district and some part of it is located in Koraput district
Correct.
of Odisha.
Now, Bastar is definitely under the Dandakaranya.
So Dandakaranya has historical cultural significance that it was part of the Ramayana circuit, and currently it is now mostly affected by left-wing extremism, and so that is why it comes into picture many times.
Okay, and why was it called as Dandakaranya?
Sorry, sir, I am not aware.
Think about it. I'm just giving you a clue.
Dandakasur was there, I think.
No, you can't name it after some Asur just because. Okay.
I am not sure.
Right. Anyway, are you familiar with the features of the new education policy?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me a few important features?
Yes, sir. Like the basic structure of our education is being changed, like from 10+2 to 5+3+3+4. Now it is being done.
So where does it begin? At what age?
So it begins at age 3.
Very good.
So early childhood care and education has been given a focus. And apart from this, in terms of higher education, there will be a combined credit system that will be there. And so early exit and later entry things will be possible. And there will be National Research Foundation that will streamline the funding aspect of research. And also in national education policy, there has been plan to expand Indian IITs to foreign countries and also bring foreign universities into India. So such kind of programs are there.
Multidisciplinary studies will be encouraged.
Yes,
vocational education will be part of the school curriculum.
Yes, sir.
And apart from that, MPhil has been discontinued, or the MPhil course is still there?
Now it will be discontinued.
Discontinued. Then how do you get admission to the PhD courses?
After MSc direct, we will be admitting.
Other than that, there is one another way by which you can join for a PhD course under the NEP.
Sorry, sir, not aware of
The honors course?
Sorry, sir, not aware.
You are not aware of that. Okay. Now, how do you think you're suitable for the civil services? You're working in the Orissa Administrative Service. You're aspiring for the Indian Administrative Service, Indian Foreign Service, Indian Police Service. How do you think, what are the qualities that you possess that make you suitable for these civil services?
Sir, I think the first characteristics would be I have this social cohesion, so I can easily get along with the people and can understand their problems.
Okay,
also,
sense of empathy.
I have one kind of empathetic mindset. And apart from this, in last 2 years, I have also understood the ground situation of different. I have worked in 4 districts, so I have seen the ground situation, and I believe that I can be of helpful to the people if I am getting this higher service. And sir, also I believe I have this quality of leadership where I can take along multiple people to be able to deliver the services, as that is the part of job of IS and IPS. Sir. So I think, sir, these are the criteria.
Okay, what do you think are the most important qualities required in a civil servant?
Sir, it would be empathy towards
Is empathy enough?
service.
Is empathy enough?
Empathy, sir, and apart from empathy, efficiency should be there. So empathy combined with efficiency and effectiveness in delivery of service, these 3 things.
What about discipline? What about dedication? What about honesty? What about integrity? What about transparency? What about accountability?
Yes, sir. Sir, all these are required as
courage.
As a priority. I think if we have empathy towards the poor and we understand them, then that is also part of the Gandhi's talisman. So in that way,
sorry, part of the
Gandhiji also told that the Gandhi's talisman.
Okay.
Yes, sir. So if we have empathy, so automatically honesty will be there, transparency will be there, accountability will be there.
Okay, since you've spoken about Mahatma Gandhi, let me ask you about the Gandhian concepts of Sarvodaya and Swadeshi. Can you explain those 2 concepts?
Yes, sir. Sarvodaya literally means rise of all. So no man left behind. So we have to take care of the last man standing in the line in terms of poverty. And sir, Swadeshi means this Atmanirbhar Bharat concept is now there, and vocal for local concept is there. So we have to promote our own manufactured goods more than the foreign products. Okay, sir.
Okay. Prajnanandan.
Sir.
What is meaning of Prajnanandan?
Sir, Pragya means wisdom and Nandan means son.
Son.
Yes, sir. So a son with wisdom.
So you are wisdom son incarnated.
Sir.
Very good. Now, tell us in 3 sentences what type of a person Prajnanandan is, and does he have any weaknesses?
Yes, sir. So I think I am empathetic, rational, and I have a attitude towards. I have a positive attitude towards society. So these are 3 I can tell.
Weakness?
And from
Any
weaknesses,
weakness?
I think, sir, from the perspective of emotional intelligence, I am a little bit weaker.
Okay, whatever. You are from Mayurbhanj.
Yes, sir.
What is the one problem in Mayurbhanj which you would like to tackle if you are posted there as Deputy Commissioner?
Yes, sir. Sir, in Mayurbhanj there are.
Can you be a little louder?
Yes, sir. Sir, in Mayurbhanj there are more than 60% of population are from tribes. So the tribals face many problems like in terms of health, education, and in terms of livelihood, their per capita income is very low. So in that way, we have lots of potential in terms of the Simlipal National Parks is there, and this.
So how would you like to address these issues?
Yes, so there are many non-timber forest products are there, but they are not channelized. So I would like to better implement this Prime Minister's Bandhan Yojana there, to create entrepreneurship among the tribals and to have their centers where they can be linked to markets.
But
so,
Mayurbhanj has produced a very important politician in India.
Yes, sir. The
Who's
President
that?
of India.
Who's that?
So the President of India, he is from Mayurbhanj. She is from Mayurbhanj.
Okay. Now, another thing I find is that 𝐂𝐬𝐻,
Sir.
this 𝐂𝐬𝐻 or 𝐂𝐑𝐄𝐬𝐻, what is it known for?
Sir, 𝐂𝐑𝐄𝐬𝐻 is
And
known.
what is the meaning of 𝐂𝐬𝐻?
Sir, 𝐂𝐑𝐄𝐬𝐻, it is the original pronunciation. So 𝐂𝐑𝐄𝐬𝐻 derives its name from 𝐂𝐑u. So 𝐂𝐑u is a non-timber forest product. So 𝐂𝐑u leaves that is there.
Okay.
And
You have done masters in chemistry.
yes, sir.
Isn't that? Nowadays there are a lot of advertisements, be it toothpaste or be it anything, be it any Ayurvedic medicine. We don't have chemicals.
Yes, sir.
Can it be possible that can anything be without any chemical? Chemistry is everywhere.
Sir, it is not possible to have something without chemicals. So it is basically they are telling that it is no harmful chemicals are there.
So they mean it is not harmful chemicals, but they don't use the word harmful.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Now there is a district Kalahandi
Yes, sir.
in Odisha.
Yes, sir.
How is the climate of Kalahandi?
So Kalahandi will be termed as a humid and dry climate because it receives less than 100 centimeter of rainfall annually.
And it suffers from
drought.
drought.
Yes, sir.
How would you address that if you are there, posted there in Kalahandi?
Yes, sir. So this drought problem can be handled by creating more water reservoirs. So rainwater harvesting program can be implemented. This Prime Minister Krishi Sinchai Yojana is there. And
Okay, so right now there is no water harvesting program?
Sir, not in a large scale. So
Okay. You said you worked as team guide for Kazakhstan
yes, sir.
in IOAA. What is IOAA?
Sir, IOA stands for International Olympiad for Astronomy and Astrophysics.
Okay.
So
So there was a delegation from Kazakhstan and you took them around.
yes, sir, I was part of the organizing team. So our institute was the host of the event.
Okay. Okay. And you are interested in exploring places of natural and cultural significance. Which places have you explored beyond Orissa?
Sir, recently I went to Meghalaya. Before that, I went to Ladakh also.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Now, just one or two things. When is the next? Where is the next G20 summit going to be held?
Sir, in 2024.
2024. Where?
Sir, it will be held in Brazil. Sir.
Brazil. Okay. What do you think about UN reforms? Why no reforms in United Nations have taken place for the last 30 years or so, despite everybody, every country wanting to have it?
So the thing is that all the countries want it, but the P5 countries doesn't want it like that. Like Russia and China, if even Russia wants, but China is not wanting to have any UNSC reforms, because the first step towards UNSC reform will be to change the structure of P5 and make some new countries as permanent membership,
Okay.
and that
Coming
is not
to
accepted.
China, what is the volume of trade between India and China? Any idea?
Yes, it is approximately $100 billion. Sir.
130 now.
130. Yes,
This
sir.
last year's figures. What is the 10-dash line, 9-dash line?
So 9-dash line is the area claimed by China in South China Sea. So this 9-dash line covers entire South China Sea, and China claims it to be its.
Okay. Recently, Sri Lanka had, my last question, Sri Lanka entered into an agreement with Iran for barter trade.
Sure.
What was that agreement about?
Sorry, sir, I am not aware about this.
For oil imported, oil worth $200 million imported from China, from Iran, Sri Lanka is giving tea instead of paying in cash.
Sir.
Right, that's all from me.
Okay, Prajanandan, you had your lunch?
Yes, sir.
What was there for lunch today?
Sir,
What was there for lunch today?
sir, I had lunch here only. So it was rice and paneer.
You didn't eat the chapatis?
Yes, sir. Also, chapati also.
What kind of chapatis were there? Normal chapati or millet?
Normal chapati was also there, and tandoori roti was there.
You didn't eat the bajra ka roti, millets?
No, sir.
Okay. So tell me, what is the importance of millets?
Yes, sir. So millets are now called as nutri-cereals. So these are the cereals that have nutritional value in terms of they have more protein, as well as it is rich in micronutrients. So it can solve the issue of diabetes and malnutrition in India in different places. Sir.
So diabetes, how is it solving?
Like it has low glycemic index.
Okay, good. Low glycemic content. Not bad, pretty good. I understand you like travel documentaries.
Yes, sir.
So tell me one travel documentary that you see.
Sir, I watched this documentary is available on YouTube. So I watched.
Tell me one.
Nomadic Indian is one such channel. So I watched that.
Tell me one thing that you learned from that.
I watched his many series of different countries. So
You
recently
know
I
who is
watched
Ibn Battuta?
Ibn Battuta. Yes, sir.
Who's it?
Sir, he is from Morocco and he traveled the South Asia part.
And what did he write in his?
Sir,
How is Ibn Battuta important for Indian history?
yes, sir. Sir, he wrote something about India. So I am unable to recall the book name.
Okay. So just recall it now that you read so much. Okay. Now let me, now you come from that Mayurbhanj, and I'm sure Odisha being a state, there will be lot many farmers also there.
Yes.
And why are they not going on protest? Not joining with us, our friends in Delhi?
Yes, sir.
They are not getting any MSP in Odisha. Why are they not going on protest?
Sir, in Odisha, sir, more than 90% of farmers are small and marginal farmers, and they can't leave their fields and join some protest. Also, sir, here the demand is for MSP, legalizing MSP, and in Odisha, sir, MSP doesn't play a greater role in paying to the farmers.
Why?
Sir, because there is not so many mandis there, and
So that government has been discriminatory towards Odisha. They are not making mandis.
So mandis are not there as such, like as in there in Punjab. So the density of mandis are less, and the procurement is done through cooperatives. So that's why, sir.
So that means we need to have more mandis and give more power to this marginal farmer of Odisha.
Sir, I think current system is efficient. More number of cooperative societies should be created for procurement.
So I understand that poor and marginal farmers don't protest. So rich and well-to-do with people with big land holding, they protest.
Sir, I think they can afford to protest because the farmer can't leave his fields.
So that's a good thought.
But it's also considerably true.
True, exactly.
So if that be so, should we pay, if we make you the home minister, you will not, but we give you that kind of a power and say, resolve this issue, what will you do? You know that they don't need money, they are creating chaos. What will you do?
So first of all, there should be talks to understand what exactly they are demanding, or whether it is a political, or whether there is the need of this.
Now you know it yourself, it is the second time it is happening in 4 years.
Yes, sir. So one way can be done by ignoring them, that can be done, but secondly, using force will have a negative image of India in global politics, like last time happened. So we cannot use that much.
We used force last time?
Sir, not completely, but there are some classes with farmers of police in ITO region of Delhi. Also, there were some classes. Sir.
So we used force to
as a defending way, sir.
Okay.
So,
so what did the farmers do on 26 January?
Yes, sir.
On Red Fort?
Yes, sir. They created havoc in Red Fort.
So understand what is law and order. Yes, my last question to you before I just pack up. We realized that in Jack Ma had disappeared, the foreign minister had disappeared in China.
Yes, sir.
But there's no hoopla, there's no noise.
Yes, sir.
The country continues functioning.
Yes, sir.
Here we find Adani, Pegasus, we find Rafale, and for some or other reason the parliament is not functioning. So what should we learn from China? There all the chaos takes place, no problems. Here nothing happens, but there are all problems in democracy.
Yes, sir.
So what should we learn from that?
Sir, I think this is not something good in China, that the medias are not functioning and the autocratic rule is there, and the media management has been done by the state. So I think this is not a thing to learn, but better they should learn from us, because our democratic way of functioning is much better than them, because there is people that don't have voice.
Okay, very good. You got a good point. So they should learn from us.
Yes, sir.
In 1980, their economy was way behind us. Now they are 5 times ahead of us.
Yes, so economically we have to learn from them, and the way they have done their manufacturing.
So economy and the social character, they go to the governing system, go hand in hand or not?
Yes, sir.
Think about it. That's a thought for you.
Yes, sir.
I enjoyed interacting with you. God bless you.
Thank you, sir.
Hi Pragyan. What your mother does?
So my mother has one small fly ash brick making unit.
Okay, fly ash brick making. Okay, so fly ash brick, red brick, and Mivan bricks, or you can say Mivan construction. What is the difference between all the 3 kinds of construction? Or you can say me the bricks में क्या difference है? Fly ash bricks में, red bricks में, and Mivan bricks में.
B1.
हाँ, Mivan, M-I-V-A-N. Have you heard about Mivan construction?
No, sir.
Okay, you have not heard about it. Okay, so what is fly ash bricks, and how it is different from red bricks?
Yes, sir. So fly ash bricks are made from the fly ash that is generated from the thermal power plants. So fly ash bricks are mixed with, this fly ash is mixed with calcium carbonate and some sand and some gum and pressurized, and with high pressure they are made bricks. So these are lightweight, and these are stronger than the red clay bricks, and also they are cheaper than the clay bricks, and they don't produce pollution while manufacturing them, unlike the red bricks.
Is there any disadvantage of using fly ash bricks?
So one disadvantage is that it absorbs more heat than red bricks. So generally private houses, they don't prefer fly ash bricks because of this heat absorbing characteristics.
Okay, that's great. Have you ever been to Khajuraho temple?
No, sir.
Huh? Heard about Khajuraho temple?
Yes, sir.
Okay. जनरली टेम्पल में क्या होता है, वी गो फॉर वर्शिप, पूजा करते हैं हम लोग। क्या खजुराहो में भी पूजा होती है, खजुराहो टेम्पल में?
Sir, I don't know.
You watched lots of documentaries on culture,
Yes, sir.
and you have been to different places. You have written in your hobbies or pastime.
So Khajuraho has multiple temples of like Jain temples are there, Hindu temples are there, but whether worship is done or not, I am not sure, sir.
I'm telling you, there is no worship.
Sir.
Why so? In the premise of Khajuraho temple, there is no worship. There is no rituals. Why so?
Sir, I am not aware about this.
Okay. Anyways, have you heard about Genome India project?
Yes, sir.
What is this?
So Genome India project that started in early 2000s. It aimed to create 10,000 genome sequencing from Indian population.
What is this 10,000 genome sequencing? What is this
Genome sequencing, it creates, it identifies all the genes of the human being, and it creates sequencing like this ATCG sequencing it creates. So it studies the.
What is the benefit of this sequencing?
Sir, in sequencing we can identify the genes of human being, and we can identify what genes are working for which characteristics, and in that way we can identify different diseases, and we can also proceed towards personalized medicine in future.
Okay, that's great. Have you heard about Chandrayaan mission?
Yes, sir.
Okay. ये कैसे गया है? Which vehicle was used to send this Chandrayaan mission?
So GSLV Mach 3. That one.
कितने क्या stages हैं इसके? 3 stages है ना? What are these 3 stages?
So first one is solid stage, second one is liquid stage, and third is cryogenic stage.
अच्छा. What is cryogenic?
So cryogenic stage is something where low temperature was there.
Is there any threshold?
Sir?
Threshold limit. There is any threshold limit below which we can say there is a cryogenic state?
So I think it is 196 minus 196 degree.
Sure.
Yes, sir. Around that, sir.
Okay.
And at low temperature, oxygen and hydrogen is reacted to form water and energy. That energy is used to launch that vehicle.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. Who is the speaker of Lok Sabha right now?
Honorable Sri Om Birla is the speaker of Lok Sabha.
अच्छा. उनकी constituency क्या है?
Kota, sir.
Kota.
Kota in Rajasthan.
कोटा. कोटा का भी कुछ issue है क्या? Kota was in news recently.
Yes, sir. The suicide rate has been increased in Kota of the students who are preparing for IIT, JEE and medicals.
Why so? Why this rate is so high among the students in Kota?
Sir, I think there is a competitive spirit among the students there, and also parents are forcing the students to prepare for this difficult IIT, JEE and NEET exam, and the students' mental state are not good, and they are doing this kind of suicides.
As a district magistrate, suppose if you are a district magistrate and you are in Kota, how you will address this issue?
Yes, sir. Sir, I can arrange some mental counseling sessions in different coaching centers, and I can make it compulsory for every coaching to have their dedicated mental health counseling.
This is a provision now, something new.
Yes, sir.
This is a provision now.
Yes, sir.
Something new that will do in your own capacity.
So I can interact with the students, and I can advise that they should prioritize their mental health. Also, we can coordinate with the parents and discuss with them that they should not force their children like this, and some kind of counseling mechanism can be established.
World is quite competitive today.
Sir?
World is quite competitive today.
Yes, sir.
अगर नहीं competition में रहेंगे तो फिर तो उनके future का क्या होगा?
Yes, sir. That is there, but we have to also look at what the children wants, in whether he is interested in getting into IIT, JEE or medical, or he has something else in his mind. So that part need to be understood, sir.
That's fine from my side, sir.
Okay, okay, Prajnanan.
Sir.
How did you feel about this?
Sir, I am unable to judge, sir.
You are happy, satisfied?
Sir, averagely satisfied.
Averagely satisfied. When is your
So
interview?
it's on 5th March. 5th March, sir.
5th March. So not far from today. I think you did very well. That is my assessment. Yeah. You did extremely well.
Very good.
You could answer almost all the questions. So don't underestimate.
Sir.
There are a couple of contradictions.
But not too many. Now let's go to some of the questions where Firstly, you know, you have to maintain eye contact. You all the time concentrating only on the individual who is asking you the question. Little bit of eye movement with rest of the board is desirable.
Sure.
Because the board which is interviewing you, not the individual. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So that is one small, you know, change in your approach. Now, chemistry. I asked you, I gave you the negative side. You should have given positive and negative both. Okay, these are the negative elements, but chemistry is an essential part of this existence. There is no matter exists without chemistry, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
All the matter has chemistry somehow.
Yes, sir.
And the pharmaceutical industry is what? Chemistry. New materials is what? Chemistry. So you have to tell that, okay, it has negative, you know, side of chemistry, but there are many positive sides as well. So you have to balance it that way.
Yes, sir.
So that is one thing I would like to mention here. Now, environmental issues, you have to prepare, because this is a challenge and you are a student of chemistry, so it could be raised. So you should read little bit about the sequence of events, what this, you know, World Commission on Environment and Development, it gave its report in 87, then Rio summit, and then following many summits, and then you have the COP meetings which comes out of UNFCCC, and then we had a 28th COP meeting in Dubai. There were some outcomes, many discussions are going on variety of issues, India's role, all that. Prepare it well. CS, the civil service, why? You gave reasonably good answer, but you can refine it little more.
Yes, sir.
Why do you want to join civil services? Okay. New education policy, you were not well aware. I think your answers were lacking there. You have to prepare it little better.
Yes.
Okay. And 9 dash line G20, you did well. Millet, quota, I think this is all you have done well. By and large, geography, we didn't ask you many questions, but prepare yourself on geography.
Yes.
Particularly, you know, you have a lot of cyclones in your state. Why they happen? There's also geographical phenomenon which is taking place. And related to that is the disaster relief mechanism. Okay.
Yes.
So you prepare that. And current affairs, prepare a list. Now you don't have much time, but at least think about, just prepare a list of 15-20 important current issues and be sure that you know about them. At least 4 or 5 sentences each.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that will make your things quite simple. Odisha, your knowledge was very good. In most cases, you did very well. On this temple issue which I asked you, it's not only a religious issue, it's a heritage issue. This is an ancient temple which is part of our civilizational heritage.
Yes,
And it is the duty of the state to keep these sites in good place, good conditions. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So that is it.
Only 2 or 3 points. You did very well. Presence of mind, I think, could be a little better. I gave you a clue. I said Dandakaranya. Can you think of why it was named that way? It's very close to your state. It's part of your state.
Yes, sir.
Of course, there is a story attached to it. But the Sanskrit word or the Hindi word, what does it mean?
Danda means punishment.
Punishment. Aranya is forest.
Yes, sir.
So the forest meant for punishing people those days. They were exiled. In fact, they say that the sons of Rishi Vishwamitra were sent there. Those were the first people to be sent there from the north when they did something wrong. And then, of course, they prospered there, and that's how. So that's the story. But basic point is, well, Danda means basically punishment, Aranya is forest, and therefore quite possible that. Secondly, there is slight contradiction when you said, I am very good at social cohesion and social interaction, and then you said my emotional intelligence is a weakness. They don't go together.
Yes, sir.
Emotional intelligence means you are very good at social relationships. What is emotional intelligence according to the authors, the various thinkers? Who's the Goleman?
Goleman. Yes.
Goleman's model, what does it talk about?
So the way we there are 5 points he gave.
Exactly.
Yes. Like social.
You know yourself, you know the opposite person, and then you motivate yourself, you self-control yourself, and then depending on the situation, you are able to
Yes.
convince or persuade him, isn't it?
Yes.
It's very important for a civil servant, particularly in a law and order situation.
Yes, sir.
Emotional intelligence should be high. Don't say it's your weakness.
Yes, sir.
It would be wrong. Because emotional intelligence is very important for a civil servant. Quota में थोड़ा सा imaginative आप बन सकते थे. Quota, you did mention a couple of things. Counseling, yes, those were. But can you not have a screening test? It used to be there in quota earlier.
Okay, sir.
There used to be a screening test. Only those who were interested used to come into quota, and those who secured good marks in the screening test. So something like that can be suggested. These are only some points by which you can score additional marks.
Yes,
But last time you scored 154, I think it's low for your personality. You can easily score 190, 185. So try to be a little more clear, try to be a little more analytical, and also use your smile to your advantage. Yeah.
Yeah, you have a good personality, so make full use of it. Smile and keep your confidence radiating from your face, because you have nothing to lose. You are already a state civil service
In his home
officer.
state.
So with this, you go with confidence, and whatever you don't know, no problem.
Yes.
But whatever you know, you should know how to present it, how to package it.
So,
Modern era is packaging, So whatever you know, if you know how to package it, you will be through, right?
Sure.
Okay, all the best.
Good job. You did a good job. Remember, you have a job. You got 4 more days. Just relax. Look at the video. Think of plausible answers.
Khajuraho thoda bata dijiye.
Khajuraho में sir broken temples.
Exactly.
Broken
That
idols
is,
are
you
there.
should know. It's very close to your place.
sir.
How far is Khajuraho from?
Sir, in Madhya Pradesh, sir.
No, Madhya Pradesh is, how far is it?
It's more than 500 kilometers.
ठीक है, not much. 500 is.
What you need to do now, you have to relax. Don't have any stress,
Yes.
no nervousness. You are much better than what you think you are. Okay.
You're very good.
Don't rebut.
So don't have any feeling that you will do bad. No, absolutely no. You will do very well. And if you go with confidence, you will come out with flying colors. Because your knowledge base is very sound. Your communication is perfect. Your personality is very good. You are already in a good service. So all that goes in your favor.
Presentation is also good.
Yeah, everything goes in your
It's very close to your place. I mean, it's a neighboring state. Okay, so don't say it's 500 is.
So one doubt that
Yeah.
what can I learn from China? What can we learn from China politically? That aspect. There's
That is what you have to bring out. There are in authoritarian states also. There are many good.
What are the problems of a democracy? What are the advantages of a democracy?
advantage. Like changing the government in 5 years. That
Is that freedom? What about freedom?
freedom, sir. Yes.
Freedom. Why did we fight against the British?
For freedom, sir.
Then, if you can't get that freedom, then what's the point?
Yes, sir.
If you are put
Understand
in a golden
Maslow's
cage,
law. When you understand Maslow's law, then you understand that authoritarian state works well till a certain time. Thereafter, we get into democracy. But in the formative years, there are a lot of good things. And similarly, certain aspects of this thing could also be taken. And when we are regulating our party, if you look at it, what is America doing? 2-party system? Should we have multi-party? There's so many. It's a very complex answer to it. But at the very same time, we should be able to understand. If you really look at it, how the question was framed, though the parliament was not functioning, but the bills and other things were all moving out. Are you understanding?
Yes, sir.
So there is one is a political game and second is the functional game. You are under the mirage of political game, and when I talk of Pegasus, when I talk of all these things, and you think that parliament is not functioning, a lot of things are happening in it. Understand the strength of the parliament.
Yes, sir.
Are you understanding?
Yes, sir.
So I would recommend, not you don't have much time, but if you see for the last 3 years, the number of bills which have been passed,
Yes.
You'll be quite amused.
Yes, sir.
That is where the answer is hidden.
Yes, sir.
And
Don't
in
get
any
trapped by the
case, you
fog.
know,
See the crux.
Yes, sir.
in any case, even if you are put in a prison which is made of gold, it's nobody wants to be in that prison. So you may have a lot of economic prosperity, but no freedom to speak,
Yes.
no freedom to go to a court or to a media house. Or then what is the point? Human life doesn't exist that way. These are all facets of human life which go together. Economic prosperity is one of them, but all others are equally important. So wish you good luck. You will do very well. Okay.
All the best.
Yeah.
You will get 190.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
And you should aim for that.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Impressive person.